Yo, what is up, guys? So we are live and we are going to find some bets. I'm going to do a longer live stream once we get closer to game time, should we not bet tonight because of the NBA trade deadline. Nah, fuck that shit. We're betting tonight. We are absolutely going to be betting tonight. So we have 12 plays open to make 7.4K so far. Hopefully we can add to that. I mean, we're for sure going to add to that. But without further ado, let's kind of get into some plays. So let's find some value. Which book should we start on? What book should we start on? And again, I'll put this live stream tracking sheet. I mean, we're going to make hopefully 7.4K tonight. That would be an awesome start to a Thursday. But what I'll do is let me just put in this little live stream tracking sheet. It has all the bets from the live stream. I've been trying to do these live streams consistently. It's been like a week now. We started last Thursday. We're up 1.1K. Average bet size of about $50. But anyways, let's try to find some plays. So where do we want to start? Maybe we start on Dabble, which is a book we've been hot as fuck on. Unfortunately, they've been bumping stuff faster than they were before, which is just sad. I mean, it's just annoying, but anyways, we had 3 wins yesterday from the live stream on Dabble. So we've just been absolutely crushing this book. So hopefully, we can keep it going and find some good plays. And there are some good plays. There are some really good plays. So where do we want to start out? Maybe we start out with Garland assists. So let's take a look at this shit right here. And let me lock in a play quickly. And again, they're bumping stuff fast. So if you want to tail, move quick. So you can see like PrizePicks doesn't have an assist line up for Garland. That's why you want to have multiple books. Let's lock this stuff in. So we want to go to the Cavs-Nets game. Let's go, and we want to take Darius Garland over 4.5 assists. So again, the way that Dabble works, right, is if you take his over or his under, like you get the same payout regardless. A 2-pick entry is a 3-pick entry. So we want to take his over. All the sports books have Garland. You can see the market has moved towards his over. All these sports books have him heavily favored to go over 4.5 assists. So that's the play we want to lock in. But we need some other picks to go with. So let's just start building this up. And again, if you want to tail, they've been bumping shit fast. So get in here. So we have Anthony Edwards under 3 threes. That looks beautiful. All the books have the line at 2.5 without much juice. And then this play is kind of interesting. So I gave this out on Twitter last night, right? We're on Jalen's over 11.5 rebounds. But I'm going to middle this shit. And by middle, I just mean like with a middle, you're taking a player's over and under. So we got the over 11.5 on Underdog Fantasy last night. But this line is now all the way up at 14. And the value's on the under. I mean, 14 is way too high. Like, this guy is not a 14 rebound type of dude. So you see right here, Dabble has his line at 14. All the sports books, like you have hundreds of sports books. All these books have fucking sophisticated models. They're really good at setting lines. They're taking bets, moving around their odds, their lines based on where action's coming in. All the other fantasy sites have his line at 13.5. You can see FanDuel just moved towards the under. These other books are moving towards the under. So this is the 3-pick entry we want to go with. If you want to lock it in now because they bump shit fast. Okay, so we have Garland over 4.5 assists. Anthony Edwards under 3 threes, and then we have Duren under 14 rebounds. So hopefully he ends with 12 or 13 rebounds. Then we'll win our over 11.5 from last night, and we'll win the under 14. And again, the live stream tracking sheet is in the description on YouTube, but I got to disconnect my phone to lock this in. So let me do that quickly. And again, if you want to lock it in, just lock it in because they've been bumping shit faster. But anyways, here we go. We got our first 3-pick entry. And what we can do is we can lock it in. And you can see they only give me a max bet size of $45, which is a little frustrating. But again, I can point to every single pick and tell you why it has an edge, right? That's the goal. Every single bet you should be able to look at, and I can tell you like, hey, here's why this play has an edge. But anyways, we have Duren under 14 rebounds. We have Edwards under 3 made threes. And then we have Garland over 4.5 assists. So that'll be the first play we lock in. What's up, guys? Lock that in. No problem. Anyways, let's move on to the next books. So we hit some value on Dabble. I'm curious to see how quickly they bump this, if they bump it. Because they've been bumping shit faster, which is a little annoying. But the good thing is you know, there's some value on other books as well. So maybe we'll take a look at more Dabble here in a second. But let's go ahead. Let's see what we got on PrizePicks. Should we fade Luka tonight? So you can see the market has just been moving towards Luka's under 19.5 rebounds plus assists. So the strategy for beating this book is the same, right? For beating PrizePicks, they give you, where the fuck is his rebounds plus assists? So here we go. It looks like they changed the layout on PrizePicks. They should run some Super Bowl promos. I mean, they do have one Super Bowl promo if you haven't already hit this Mahomes play. Obviously, this is like literally a free win. But the way PrizePicks works is you take Luka's over, you get the same payout as if you take his under, right? So what do we want to do? We want to take Luka's under because, again, all the sports books have his under heavily favored. All these books, like, no offense, I don't care how smart you think you are, you're not creating a better model than FanDuel Sportsbook, a $10 billion company. Their full-time job is setting lines. They have access to betting volume. They're taking bets from sharp customers, moving around lines based on where action's coming in. Here's the Dabble play if you missed it. Also, we had some Fliff plays from last night's live stream. We had a couple live streams last night, and we have some early college basketball bets. Arkansas, Little Rock, -1.5, but that's from yesterday's live stream. But anyways, let's try to find our PrizePick slip. Okay, where the fuck did the Luka play go? Did they already bump it? Maybe we'll find some Super Bowl plays as well. So this play has been around. I've already included it in a couple slips, but Brock Purdy to throw an interception. Whole market has him heavily favored to throw an interception. Anyways, did the plays move on Dabble? Let's see. So we have Halliburton over 8.5 assists. So he was on a minutes restriction. It seems like he's completely good to go now. But what we can do is we can kind of take a look. So we want to take Halliburton over 8.5 assists. And that can be the first play that we go with on PrizePicks. Okay. So let's take a look right here. We have Halliburton over 8.5 assists. Okay. And then we have Purdy to throw an interception. There's some different options we can go with. Maxi Kleber under 4.5 rebounds. So again, like, you know, it's the same thing here. All the books have him heavily favored to go under. That's why this play has an edge on PrizePicks. You want to compare the lines on PrizePicks to sports books, so we want to take his under. So we're building a nice little, we now have 2 picks in our entry. Halliburton's over, Kleber's under 4.5 rebounds. And let's see what else we can find. So you can see Dabble, it looks like they already bumped everything except for the play on Jalen, which is crazy. Or did they bump it? I don't know. If I copy the entry, yeah, you can see, I mean, this is insane. Yeah, it's literally insane. Everything we're betting, they're just auto-removing. But anyways, let's go back here. Let's go to PrizePicks. Let's take a look at PrizePicks. So Brock Purdy to throw an interception. We already have that in a couple slips. We have this play on Luka, so let's go here, and we want to go to Luka. Well, it doesn't really obviously, like it doesn't make a ton of sense to include in the same slip, you know, Luka to go under and Kleber to go under. So maybe we just take Luka to go under, since that seems like the higher profit margin play. Yo, chill. Man, that's crazy. But anyways, we have Luka's under. This play I like. We actually already have it in a previous slip. So you can see we have Greenlaw under 8.5 tackles plus assists. That's from I think that's from yesterday's live stream. But honestly, like, I'm all about getting bets for the Super Bowl. So we can take this play, right? So we're starting it out with 2 unders and an over. We have Halliburton's over, and then we have a couple unders. All the books have Luka. Like, it doesn't matter what sport you're betting on. It's the same strategy. All the sports books have him heavily favored to go under. So Cade didn't play yesterday, but it looks like he's playing today. So we can take Cunningham under 4.5 rebounds. Again, he's gone under 4 out of the past 5 games. But every game is different, right? They've been blown out. Obviously, the Pistons suck. There's blowout potential. But they're playing the Trailblazers, so maybe he gets more minutes, whatever. But you can see, kind of the same thing here. All the books have his under heavily favored, so that's a good play to go with. And now we have 4 picks, and we just kind of need a 5th pick that we can go with. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 3 unders and 1 over on Halliburton. Boom, 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 boom. And then we could take Purdy to throw an interception, but maybe we can find something a little better. Esports value. I mean, in general, esports is great just because there's so many games. And more games means more surface area for the books to cover, means more opportunities for them to screw up. I mean, I love the NFL, but there's only 1 game left. Esports, I mean, these guys go hard. There's 50 games a day. So if you look at, well, it looks like they bumped that anyways. But what we can do is we can find something else that maybe we want to go with. So we can check out Underdog as well after we kind of finish out this prize pick slip. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What do we want to take? So obviously, if we're taking Halliburton over an assist, probably doesn't make sense to take Miles Turner under in PRAs. But maybe we just take Purdy to throw an interception. I'm fine with it. He threw an interception last game. It's a Super Bowl. I want to have a lot of bets on. The market has him as a heavy favorite to throw an interception. So here we go. We got a nice little 5-pick entry. Again, unfortunately, are you fucking kidding me? I used to be limited to $15. Now PrizePicks has cut me down to $10. So PrizePicks is a very frustrating sports book because if you start making money off them, they're just going to fucking cut down your bet size. Maximum daily amount is $10,000 right now. What does that even mean, man? I haven't even bet anywhere close to $10,000. So basically, they're only going to let me bet $5 on this, which is absolute fucking bullshit. But is what it is. And again, that's why you want to have as many books as possible. Here's the link, here's the link, here's the link. And let me just add this to the tracking sheet. Again, unfortunately, I can't bet much on PrizePicks. But hopefully you guys can get down more, and hopefully this slip wins. So we're doubling down on Greenlaw. We're doubling down on Purdy to throw an interception for sure. Who are we betting to win the Super Bowl? And then we want Cade under 4.5 rebounds. Let's fucking go. We got a prize pick slip. And they only gave me $5 because they're little dickholes. But anyways, we can go here and we can put this in. This is live stream number 21. Yeah, PrizePicks is not for the people, man. Same, bro. I'm at $10. Yeah, it's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. Anyways, let's go ahead and... So we have PrizePicks, but again... PrizePicks on some bullshit right now, so let me just filter it out. And again, the more books you're using, the better. So you can see this play on Cade. It's also available on Underdog. This play on Halliburton, also available on Dabble if I wanted to get down, more action because can't really bet much on PrizePicks. But what we can do is we can, maybe we'll take a look at Underdog, and then we can also take a look at Dabble. Maybe we'll find something good. So Dabble, there's some value popping up, but nothing to write home about. And I'm going to do a longer live stream as we kind of get closer to the games. Also, I think Better has a promo. So ParlayPlay, a little bit of value, nothing to write home about. Let's check out Better. I mean, they have had some promos. Our promo play hit yesterday. So if we take a look at Better, I didn't even include it in the tracking sheet. So tracking sheet, we're up 1.1K profit. I'll put this in the chat again. We're up 1.1K profit. Yesterday, they had a risk-free bet. And, of course, our play won. Not of course, but our play did win. Here's the tracking sheet. So we hit our play yesterday. I didn't include it in the tracking sheet because it was a risk-free bet. Basically, you lose, you get your money back. But Better's pretty dry right now, but I do think they have some promos. Opt in and place $58 in, you'll win 5 straight bonus drops. So basically, if we bet money, we're going to hopefully get some good promos. So fuck yeah, opt me into that. And then I think they have some discounts on the 49ers Chiefs game, but it doesn't look like there's a ton of good stuff, kind of available right now. So what we can do is we can just kind of go back here and we can take a look at Underdog and we can see if we can find anything on Underdog, and we could double down on Cunningham under 4.5 rebounds. All the books have him heavily favored to go under Underdog. They give you, it's just like PrizePicks. I mean, all these books do the same thing. They just take bets. So there's some value. So maybe we lock in an underdog play quickly. So for example, this play on Luka and the play on Cade are also available on Underdog. So what we can do is we could double down. And one play that looks decent too is Nick Bosa under half of a sack. A little bit of a scary bet, but hey, I'm fine with that. I love my unders. So we can go to Underdog. So like if you go to Fliff and you just take a look at the Super Bowl. Let's take a look at the Super Bowl. Where's sacks? So you can see sacks, right? Like he's a big favorite to go under. He's a minus 160 favorite to go under. So all the books have Nick Bosa heavily favored to go under half of a sack. FanDuel has his line lower at 0.2 anyways. Same thing with DraftKings. So we can lock in this. There's some esports line discrepancies as well, but not a ton of data points right now. Again, like when you're, esports is great, but what kind of sucks about it is not a bunch of books post line. So sometimes it's not clear, like, okay, which book is actually screwing up and offering value. But what we can do is we have this play on Bosa. So we have a Super Bowl play, and they already moved the play on Cade. Wow. So they already moved the play on Cade, but we can still get the play on Luka. So we can go here, and we can take Luka's under. We have under 19.5 rebounds plus assists, so let's get rid of that. And then maybe we find one final esports play that we can pair. And let's just refresh this, make sure we still like it. So again, like usually I wouldn't recommend doubling down on the same play. But, if you're limited on a book like PrizePicks on this fucking poverty-ass betting limits, that's our PrizePicks play if you missed it. And then here was our Dabble's play, and they literally just auto-removed everything because they're fucking scared. But I can put this PrizePicks play in the chat. Or no, that's the tracking sheet. But if you want the PrizePicks link, I'll put that in the chat as well. Go, baby. So here's the PrizePicks play. I don't think they bumped anything yet. And then we can take a look at esports value. So like, okay, we have two good plays. Now let's see if we can get one final esports play before these, and of course they already bumped this esports play. They already locked it. The fucking spies are in this chat. So what we can do is we can go to Ferret and we can take him under 3. And really speed is important as a sports bettor. I mean, it's very underrated, but these books will rip away the good lines quickly because they know we're going to beat them. Anyways, long story short, you can see this Ferret guy, like I'm trying to move quick just because I don't want shit to get bumped. But long story short, all the other books have his line lower at 2.5. So this will be our final play on Underdog. I'm going to go ahead and lock it in. Bosa under, Doncic under, Ferret under. I'm going to lock it in. We could not detect your location. Are you fucking kidding me? But anyways, let's go ahead. Let's lock this in very briefly. And they already removed it. They already removed the other play we were going to go with. So anyways, everything's bumping quickly. There's not that much more value on Underdog. So I'll call this live stream a day for now. I'll be back closer to game time. And thanks so much for your time, guys.